Yeah, grab somebody number, let's see here, number 4. No, grab number 5. I will never forget this. This is Peter Jennings. I had an ongoing back and forth battle with Peter Jennings, who was the anchor of ABC's World News Tonight. Peter Jennings even came by when we were located in New York City. Peter came by one day, just had to find out who this guy is. Me. So he came by under pretext of being interviewed by somebody else on the station and stopped in. And when his entourage showed up, he was the ABC World News Tonight anchor, for those of you who don't know. And he passed away from lung cancer shortly after 9/11. And he had been the anchor of World News Tonight for years. Before that, he was the foreign correspondent, had a trench coat down pat. I mean, he was the prototype foreign correspondent news anchor. And he was as liberal and social issue conscious, social justice warrior as anybody in the news business has ever been. And one day, his entourage came by with who had been interviewed at WABC, and his guy walks in and said, "He's here." Of course, I had not seen him come in. I didn't know who is here. It was just like everybody must have known that Peter Jennings was coming, but I didn't know. So his guy walks in, his Keith Schiller, you know, Trump's Keith Schiller, that it was Peter Jennings' Keith Schiller. He's here. Who? Jennings. Peter Jennings. Oh, really? Cool. So he came in and we had a nice chat, and I was very complimentary, and he was somewhat taken aback by it. Acted extremely humble and almost embarrassed. It was kind of cute. But he's the guy that after the Republicans won the House in the 1994 election said that the American people had had a temper tantrum, and what they did really didn't make any sense, just a bunch of children. And then, after 9/11, ABC News coverage of the the immediate days after, he said this about President George W. Bush.
The president and his response to this is also part of the psychological package, because the country looks to the president on occasions like this to be reassuring to the nation. Some presidents do it well, and some presidents don't.
Everybody knew he was talking about Clinton doing it well and Bush, this dumb, deranged hick cowboy, being incapable of. Okay? So now we move to Todd Gilman, who is the Washington bureau chief of the Dallas Morning News on CNN this morning.
This is something that we expect our presidents to do, to be a consoler-in-chief in times of crisis. It's not something we've seen a lot from Donald Trump, but it is part of the job description. I think back to a number of other hurricanes that I've covered over the years. I've seen former presidents do this. Some are better at it than others. It'll be interesting to see just how warm and how consoling Trump is. I remember being in Galveston after Hurricane Ike and seeing President Bush 43 holding hands with the mayor and hugging her, and it was very warm and genuine. Hard to imagine Donald Trump doing that kind of gesture.
Whoa! George W. Bush was good at it. Unlike what Peter Jennings said, George W. Bush was good at it. Warm, genuine, hugging. Hard to imagine Trump. These people can't, when they see Trump walking up to somebody to want to hug them, they think the person would run away because they think all they'll see is the Trump of the NBC grab the whatever video.